today we're going to use a paper plate to tone our bodies, improve our posture, and also work on some balance. So grab a paper plate and join me. The first 10 exercises are strictly for your posture. You can do them standing or seated, it's up to you. But I want it to be available for everybody. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is lift up our paper plate. And what we're going to do is called sweeper. So we're going to just sweep up and down and sweep around, sweep, sweep, and sweep, sweep, sweep. And last one, here we go. Okay, next we're going to do side to side. So we're going to go from here to here. As you're doing this, we're also working the core. So you're pulling your abdominal muscles in and keeping them nice and tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to just do the same thing with one arm. So you're going to sweep back and sweep it back. As your hand and your arm and your shoulders and your ribs are twisting, try to maintain a stable hips, and even maybe thinking about turning them the other direction. Here's one more. Here you go. Okay, from next we're going to go ahead and stretch forward, pull the plate towards our chest. Stretching forward, pulling to our chest, stretching forward. So if you're doing this standing, you would simply hinge and pull to your chest, and hinge, pull to chest, and then hinge, pull to chest, and one more hinge and pull to chest. Next we're going to bend over a little bit more and pull to our stomach. So it's going to be here and then here, just a little bit lower. As you pull that plate up towards your chest, I want you to think about lifting the elbows towards the ceiling and squeezing the shoulder blades. Because that is where your good posture comes from. The muscles that are between the shoulder blades. If you're doing this standing, lower towards your stomach. Hold your abdominals in tight as if you had a tight belt cinched around your waist. And let's do one more. Good. And up. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and think about like a pendulum. You're going up and down. So it's up and down. And if you do the seated, you're also going to do a seated. So let the top arm that is attached to the top of the plate there, the hand, just pull your arm up. 3 and 2 and 1. The next one is called a wood chop. This is actually a reverse wood chop. So you're going to go from down to up. And it's down, up, down, up, down, up. And if you do the standing, it's down, up, down, up, down, up, and last one down and up. Okay, other side. We go down, we lift up, we down. The paper plate is a great tool because if one arm is weaker than the other, then the stronger arm can sort of pull the weaker arm along. And if you're doing the standing, Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up, and last one, down and up. Okay, on the next one we're going to do, it's called a halo. So you're going to just draw a halo over your head. Again, seated or standing. You want to feel those shoulder blades really working the movement. And let's draw the halo the other way around. And one more. 5 is good. 5 in each direction. Then we're going to do the figure 8. So the figure 8 would then come down and around. And down. That's 2, 3, 4. Always do 8 figure 8s. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next one goes straight up and down. So from here we're going to go straight up. And try to lift your chest, open up your armpits, open up the shoulders. And if you feel a restriction right now, do these every day, and you should notice a big difference by the end of the week. 7. Here's 8. 9. And 10. Super. Okay, the next one is called bus drivers. So as if you're driving a bus, you're going side to side, rotating around, either seated or standing. It's great. And again, let one arm stretch the other arm, or the shoulder, I should say. 9 and 10. Okay. All right. The 10th one is my personal favorite. It is called the alphabet. Again, seated or standing. Let's do the alphabet together. So it's A. I'll pick capital letters. B. C. D. E. F. And G. H. I. J. K. L. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. And last one, Z, like Zorro. All right, super. So let's go ahead and stand up and do some standing exercises using the plate. So stand behind your chair. Move this chair forward so you can see my feet. And as always, I like for you to always have bare feet or feet without shoes, socks on your feet for any of these exercises. The first one is basically, we're going to go ahead and start to scoot the feet back and forward. Scoot the foot back and forward. I'll scoot the chair forward a little bit more. There, back and forward. So as my leg goes back, then this starts to bend. So this leg initiates the movement, and this leg is bending because of the backward reach of the right leg. And one more. Good. On the next one, we're going to go ahead and do little pulses. So it's push back, push back, push back, push back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come forward. Next, we're going to add a lift. So we're going to reach back with a leg. We're going to lift the foot off the plate, put it back down on the plate, and bring it forward. So we're going to reach back, lift, place the foot back on the plate, and good. Down and up, bend, lift, good. So what are the muscles we're working? We're working your quadriceps of the front leg, we're working the glute of the back leg, and some endurance and balance. Good. And if you're not holding on, then of course it's all balance. But when you are not holding on and you're working on balance, it is a little bit less muscular movement. So you pick and choose what you want to work on more of that day. Great. Okay, let's do the other leg. Okay, so here we go. First, we're just going to go back into a nice lunge. 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do some pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it forward. Here we go. You're going to go back, lift, foot down, bring it in. Reach back, lift, down, bring it in. Back, lift, down, oops, finding the plate there. Back, good. It kind of forces you to not move in a little bit when you're lifting the foot, offloading your glutes. And last one, back, lift, down, and up. Super. Okay, let's go to the original leg. Here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go around and come back. Around and back. And around and back. I think it feels so good on the hip there. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Great. Okay. Let's do the other side. Back and around. Again, as you see, my leg goes back. I start to push my hip back and the knee subsequently bends. It's not the first thing, it's the last thing. Okay. You should feel your glutes. If you don't feel your glutes, I encourage you to tighten up the glutes a little bit more. And one more. Oh, one more. Good. Super. Okay, good. So next we're going to go bring back the plate to the original leg. We're going to turn out. We're going to go ahead and reach forward and back. Reach forward and back. Reach forward and back. And one more. So toe is turned out. And I'm reaching out on the diagonal and back. Other leg. So this, so we're both toes are turned out. We're going to start to reach this leg out. And because of how far this leg reaches out, this counters it with a little bend of the knee. You can certainly reduce the movement to make it as small as you want. But it is good to have a workout where you're turning the hips out. 2 more. And 1 more. Beautiful. Okay. Next we're going to do what's called a clamshell. It's used in every knee rehabilitation protocol that I have ever seen. So this time we're going to do this standing. So the clamshell, we're going to go from here to open and close. Open and close. I'm sure you recognize it if you've ever had any knee trouble doing this on the floor, maybe on the floor with a band. So here we go. Standing up is a little bit more effort and also works your hips a little bit more and your core. Good. All right, let's do the other side. Here we go. We take and we rotate out. We're closing the clam. We open the clam, close the clam, open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open. 3, 2, and 1. Super. Okay, let's go ahead and slide our plate away from us for a second. We're going to do a couple of exercises that does not use the plate. The first one is called the fold over. So you're going to put both forearms on the back of the chair. You're going to fold over to however far you want to. And we're going to go ahead and lift the leg up and bring it down. And up, and down, and up, and down. Every time I lift my leg, I squeeze my glutes, and I also keep the abdominals contracted underneath me for core support. And I breathe out. Good. And now kick it up and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and up. Okay, stand up a little bit. Shake out those shoulders. Let's do the other side. Again, we're going to fold over and lift and lower, squeezing the glutes. Or in this case, one glute and abs underneath you. And kick. And kick. 7. It's 8. 9. And 10. Here we go. Little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring it back. Again, let's do a couple of shoulder rolls to ease out the shoulders. There you go. Okay, next we're going to do a half turnout. So you're going to be on one elbow and one hand. So you're a little bit twisted here. You're going to go ahead and lift the leg out. You're going to bring the knee in and kick it up. Bring the knee down and foot is higher than the knee at all times. Kick up. Little ninja kick there. And up. Pull in, kick up. Pull in, kick up. Keep your abdominals tight. And in and up. Big breath. Inhale and exhale. So the rule of thumb is to always exhale on the exertion. So XX, they match. So when you feel like you are exerting the most of your force or effort, that's when you exhale. So that's usually on the concentric. So here we go. So one elbow's down, one hand is down. I'm a little bit rotated. I bring my knee in, I kick it back. Bring it forward, back. Bring it forward and back. Bring it in, kick it back. Bring it in, kick it back, and kick back. Bring it in, kick it back. Bring it in, kick it back, and one more. Bring it in and kick it back. All right, great. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our plate. So find your plate. Where's that? I'm gonna go ahead and lift the leg plate up. We're gonna bring the foot to the plate. So arm goes up, foot goes down, arm comes down, foot comes up. So try to make a nice little smack every time. Smack and smack. 10. Super. We're going to do the other side. Feel free to turn your back towards me. I'm going to keep facing you. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Super. We're going to do the same thing out to the side. So bring your leg out to the side. Also, this you can do seated. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, other side. Here we go. Sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hear that smack? 9. You want to hear your own smack there. And 10. And you probably guessed we're also going to do backwards. So you're going to just bend the knee and hit the side of your foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Super. Okay, now we're going to put the finishing touches to our workout. So, we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So you can do this standing or seated. I'm going to start showing you standing, and you can keep on holding while I show you seated. So standing, you're going to put one foot on top of the other thigh and then sit back. So you're holding on and sitting back. Back should be fairly straight. You're just sitting into it. So some of you men might not be able to do this, but I know a lot of you women certainly can. Women are just naturally more flexible. That's just a fact of life. Okay, so keep on holding. I'm going to show you these exercises on the same stretch seated. So here, and rounding forward into a figure 4 stretch. And another figure 4 stretch. Okay, great. So we're going to put your foot down onto a plate here. Scoot to the very edge of the seat. Put your hands down on the corner. I'm going to go ahead and go side and back. Side and back. Just a final sort of loosening of the hip. And 2. And 1. Good. So back and forth. I noticed that a shag carpet is better, slides better with a paper plate. If you only have floor, then a towel can do the same job. And 7, and 8. Great. On the next one, we're going to move this chair back so you can see my foot. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the chair, but I'm going to scoot my butt off, and I reach forward and back. Forward and back. This is for your advanced students, advanced in strength, that is. And 1 more. Good. And so let's sit back, and let's do the other side. Again, put one foot on the plate, put the other foot on the floor. You're going to move off the seat and pull back in it. Chest is up, and I'm using my core, the center of my body, to really pull the foot back in. And I like a nice set of 8. Here is good, and I sit back. All right, inhale and exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale, And exhale, and let's do our 3 side stretches that I love to do so much. And 2, and 1. Great. I hope you feel like you've got a good workout, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.